Hello everyone, in this video we're going to find the maximum or minimum value of the function f of x equal, well actually even though we said f of x or f of t, it doesn't matter, but we can also say f of t, which is okay, but you can rewrite it as f of x equal negative 3 minus plus 60x minus 30x square. So what we can rewrite it like here, f of x equal negative 3 plus 60x minus 30x square. Or you can simply rewrite the functions as f of x equal negative 30x square plus 60x minus 3. The reason why I switch x to t to x is because I have some students usually ask me about the variable you can use when you graph, and I don't want anyone to feel like confusing with t. However, the xy plane or the Cartesian plane only say x and y. What we need to do first of all is to use a graphing utility to graph that functions f of x equal negative 30x squared plus 60x minus 3, or you can convert these functions in the standard form, which is a x minus h squared plus k, where hk is the vertex. So if you want to see how you can convert a quadratic functions to a standard form with the vertex hk, follow you can watch other videos that I already recorded and posted on the same platform, my Tutor Build. Feel free to watch any of them, or you can send me an email in the descriptions below, and I will definitely reply to you with more videos or probably something on the paper. So what we need to do right now is to rewrite that functions. We have f of x equal negative 30x square plus 60x minus 3, we can rewrite it as negative 30x squared plus 60x. I leave a space minus 3 that I put outside. Now, next is to rewrite it as 30. I factor because I want this from a times x minus h squared. So if I factor negative 30. In the first term, I have only x squared left. If I factor negative 30 for 60, I have negative 2x left, leave the space minus 3. Now, remember, anytime we want to rewrite this form, we need to use completing this the square property. What the completing the square property says, if you have a functions in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, we can take negative b over 2 power 2. Then whatever you find, you're going to add it inside of the parentheses and subtract it outside of the parentheses. So because here negative 2 is b over 2, so that would be, well, negative 2. So that's a power 2. That simply gives us 1. So what we're going to do, we're going to add 1 inside, and instead of subtract 1 inside outside, because when you add 1 you need to subtract 1 outside of the parentheses, but don't forget you have a negative 30 outside of that parenthesis. So the negative 1 we're going to add here, we need to multiply that negative 1 by negative 30, so that gives us positive 30. So we need to add a positive 30 here. So what our functions become, f of x equal negative 30 x squared minus 2x plus 1 plus 27. Now, as I said, if you want to know more on how you can do this one, watch another video on our platform, or you can send me a video. I'm going to reply with to you with another examples or details on how you can find it. First of all, we take the square roots of x, it gives us simply x, and we take the square roots of 1, it gives us 1, and the sign in the term in the middle is negative, because if it was positive, we're going to say positive 1. And if you develop that a minus b squared, it will give you a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Now, we see with what we have here, we transform our quadratic functions into standard form with what is the vertex. The vertex here is 127. So this is our vertex. Now, if you plan to graph that function, so what you do, okay, we're gonna have 1 and 27. You know, that's suppose it is 27 over here. Let's go. This is our vertex. Now, because the coefficient of x squared is negative, we know our parabola would be would open downward. So it would be something like this. Now, all we need to do is to find the intercept. So we can find very quick the y-intercept, because y-intercept, remember, you just set x equal to 0. If you set x equal to 0, so f of 0 would be what? Would be negative 30 times 0 squared plus 60 times 0 minus 3. So f of 0 is simply negative 3. So we know the first point we're going to have is when x is 0, y is negative 3. We can also find the two other intercepts, which is the two other intercepts would be, you know, the two x's. So how to find x-intercept? You set the function equal to 0, f of x equal to 0. So negative 30x squared plus 60x minus 3 equal to 0. First of all, you can use the quadratic functions to find the two values of x, b squared plus and minus square root of b minus b plus and minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Remember, in that functions right here, you have this is a, this is b, and this is c. Now, because we know all of this, we can substitute b minus 60 plus and minus 60 square minus 3 times negative 30 times negative 3 over 2 times negative 30. Now, the rest is simply algebra. Make sure you use your calculator. Even with the calculator, remember, you can also graph these quadratic functions. Now, we're going to find two values for x. The first x would be when you do everything correct, you make sure you do everything correct. The first x would be 0.051. That gives you the point 0.051 and 0. The second point you're going to find is 1.95. So 1.95, 0. So we know that would be probably somewhere here in the negative 3, and maybe we're gonna cross here and somewhere here. So suppose that's what we got. Now, our graph would be, remember I said you can use a graphic utility to do that. You can have your quadratic functions, quadratic graph going. So anytime the coefficient of x squared is negative, the graph open down. So because it's open down, you have a hill. And if you have a hill, we consider that you have a maximum. So the maximums here, where the maximums happen, it's happen when y equals 27. So we have a maximum value, and the maximum value is 27 because this is where it's happened. I simply entered these functions, this graph in these functions on Google, and I said graph -3 plus 60x minus 3x squared. I could use a graphing calculator, also a graphing utility, but you wouldn't see what I'm using. So that's why I take a screenshot on Google to show you, because this one right here, that's where it's happened, is somewhere in the 27. So we know the maximum is 27. As you see, this is 2 right here, and one of our intercepts is 1.95, and the other intercept is so close to 1, and it's really 0.05 1, so it's somewhere here. So open down with a maximum. If it was open up, it was going, or you were going to have a minimum. Hope these two, because watch the previous video to see where we obtain a minimum. In this example, we obtain a maximum, and with the maximum value 27. Have fun, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Take care.